right where you're at now, Mars at 24 degrees of Pisces is squaring Saturn at 24 degrees of Sagittarius. And Mars squaring Saturn, Mars is heat. And Saturn, of course, holds things back. Saturn is cold and drying. So it could be really cold. This had to do with Kepler, who originally got hired on to, as a cleanup boy at a astronomy lab at a astrologer's place, and he had to write the predictions for next year. And he saw this, and he said it's going to be really cold, and on this certain week. And sure enough, he said people came out of the outside, blew their nose, and their nose dropped off because it was frozen solid. Well, anyway, here's the sun. It's gone into Aquarius. Be there all next week for you. There's a new moon at 8 degrees of Aquarius next Friday, a week from where you're at. Well, let's go after it day by day. If you're on the Thursday show, the sun is in square to the moon's in square to the sun. See, we're just going to run the moon around the edge. And as the moon makes angles to the various bodies, it creates the mood of the times. So on Thursday morning, the moon's in Libra still, a little shaky, a little overextended. As you go into Thursday night, however, it goes into Scorpio, starts getting a lot better. Because there's a lot of good angles here, someplace. Focus. The Friday, the 20th, starts out really good with a nice trine to Mercury, or sextile to Mercury, and you're moving and talking and communicating. You get inspired here after breakfast, before lunch. There's a sextile to, or a trine to Neptune. So, this is music and poetry and good thoughts, and everybody feels very religious. As you go to Friday night, here is a nice trine to Venus and a sextile to Pluto. It's very sexy, very powerful and loving. Moon in Scorpio is a very sexy sign, and you're going to feel it Friday night. Stay up late. It continues through the early hours of Saturday, the 21st of January. Moon still in Scorpio. Pretty much continues good feelings, nice lovingness, feels sexy all the way through Saturday. The peak of it here is on Friday night. But as long as the moon's in Scorpio, right up to here, that's these little lines are 2 a.m. in the morning, Hawaii time. This is midnight, West Coast. Moon shifts into Sagittarius, and all the feelings, the vibes all change. It's pretty good here after breakfast Sunday. There's a sextile to the sun. We're getting things done. I got a plan, but it slowly becomes more and more confusing. As Sunday night after dinner, the moon squares Neptune, and there's confusion. Lots of confusion. Things getting lost. Monday morning, not too much different. Still a little foggy and a little unsure about where everything is. And by the time you get to Monday night on the 23rd, here's a square to Venus. You can't get any rest. Things start getting tightened up. It's getting colder. You're feeling restricted. The moon's coming up to go by old nasty Saturn here. When the moon goes by Saturn, which will be late Monday night, 9, 10, 11 o'clock in Hawaii, you might get some answers that feel kind of good. But you want to be careful, because it's going to be about restriction. Saturn likes money before he does people, so watch out. Tuesday morning, you're in the Mars zone. You're starting to get angry, a little impatient. Peaks out after breakfast here on the 24th when the moon squares Mars. And we're all too much energy. Ask yourself what you're protecting. Tuesday after noontime, the moon shifts into Capricorn. This is Capricorn right here. And it gets better. Tuesday night, here's Mercury. And, Mercury's up here by then. It's really Wednesday morning. The moon goes by Mercury. And it sextiles Neptune. And there's good thoughts and good poetry and good words, and we're feeling pretty inspired here and communicating, and the kids are happy and they're singing songs. It's a pretty good morning, Wednesday the 25th. As you go towards the evening, the late evening, here around 10, 11 o'clock or so, the moon goes by Pluto, and it becomes kind of radical. Radical's a good nerd. Extremist, huh? Tend to go clear over there, clear over here. That's what Pluto does. Pluto's an extremist. You might be thinking about policemen, weapons of mass destruction, things like that as the moon goes by Pluto. Or it could just be little startle reflexes. Eek, a bug! You know, it's flight or fight. Your reptile brain is in charge here Wednesday night, so beware. On Thursday morning, the 26th, you're up against the big Grand Cross right away. There's a square to Jupiter, overdoing it. What do you mean the lawyers want to dump the homeless? Yeah, there's Uranus and Jupiter opposed, and Saturn ain't helping too much right here. So this is a tough time. And Thursday, that's Thor's day. I wouldn't expect a lot of help from Jupiter. The wisdom isn't going right. By the time you get to Thursday night, here's a nice sextile to Mars. We're up and around. We got our heroes are out. We're feeling a little better. What's this? Oh, in the midst of the chaos Thursday, there is a Venus hit. It's like after you overexpand and feel all alone and get all freaky and weird about things, finally Venus comes along and there's a little peace and quiet, but I don't think you're going to feel her much Thursday in the middle of the day. But you will feel the Mars. Get out and do some physical stuff Thursday after dinner. You know, be heroic. Yeah. On Friday the 27th, the moon goes into Aquarius. You're in that new moon zone here. The new moon is in the afternoon of Friday the 27th. It's an Aquarius new moon. Takes the emphasis off Neptune. We've had enough music and religion and dreamy stuff, but it doesn't get in trouble with any other planets, and so it could be a pretty good month following this new moon. It's intellectual, the sign of Aquarius. Yeah. As you go through Saturday the 28th, here's a sweet spot. It's in the afternoon and evening. There's a sextiles with Uranus first, and there's brotherhood, and common sense flows. And then there's a Jupiter trine. Wisdom comes out. Then there's a Saturn sextile as you get to before dinner here, or after dinner, and you kind of settle things down. So there's a lot of good earthly wisdom here. And maybe we shouldn't have taken the blankets away from the homeless people. Can't believe police did that. Anyway, moon goes into Pisces. Sunday when you wake up on the 29th, you're in Pisces. Things change again. Sunday afternoon after lunch, the moon goes by the south node. We all feel like we need a little help. But Sunday night late, this is actually right on the 2 a.m. mark. So this is really Monday morning at 2 a.m., but you'll feel it Sunday night, which is a religious musical time to take off. Stay up late. Study the wisdom masters and good music. You know, Bach, Satie. Eric Satie is a wonderful guy to listen to music. And you're likely to get some inspiration Sunday night. Yeah.